Hey team, how are you? For time reasons, I've decided to screencast this task sheet to avoid confusion for the next 4 weeks because we have a lot of exciting things going on. Alright, so if you take a look at the task sheet for task 6, you'll see that it's CV writing, cover letter, recommendation, and interviewing. Okay, so that's pretty heavy, but again, we have 4 weeks to get through all of this, which will also, all of this information will feed into their final presentation in week 14. So let's go ahead and get started. So in the first week, you'll need to cover the CV and the cover letter. So if we go through and look, there's some resources here and links where you can click to go to an article. This is actually from Yale University, so inshallah it's completely appropriate. And have the students give some feedback on what is a strong CV, a resume, what should you not include in your CV or resume, and then we'll move on to careers. Okay, so the students will need to choose a career from this list and then do some research. What education is required for this job, what experiences or other qualifications are required for this job, okay, and then they need to write down how their experiences, their skills, their education, their personality traits all fit in with this job. Okay? After they've completed that, then all of this information feeds into their CV. So you can easily go through and fill in their education, their work experience, skills, personality traits, encourage them to do things like charity events they've done or projects they've organized, or and encourage them to look up adjectives to describe the job or their personality that could help them. Please also note that they can create a CV for themselves in the future if they would like, okay, maybe after they finish university. So they can kind of look at their experience and try to map out the rest of their years at university. Okay. After that, you can go back to the same site. This is actually the same site. I've got the link at the bottom. This links specifically to the video. The video shows them what should be, tells them what should be in a cover letter. So they've started working on their cover letters. Introduction, body, conclusion, what should it be? Also, they can look at the site again to see what it says about cover letters. So we've done some scaffolding here for formal letter format. So the students will need to write in formal letter format their cover letter. And cover letters are typically only 1 page, so we've kept it down to only 1 page. Okay, this will need to be completed by the first week. Okay, as you can see, it looks pretty dense, but I believe that you can do it in 4 classes easily. Okay. Next, on to the recommendation letter. The recommendation letter is very important because this is the writing that will be on their final. The students will be given a job advertisement, a CV, and a cover letter, and they will need to write a recommendation letter for the person in there. So at this point, the students will read a little bit about a recommendation letter and switch papers. Okay. They'll need to again write in formal letter format, and I've allowed for some more space because as you can see, this is a minimum of 200 words for this recommendation letter. Okay. So they'll do some peer review, and there's only one grammar aspect, I believe I skipped it up above, and that is present perfect. So make sure to cover present perfect as well, and you'll do that after you do the cover letter. Okay, and so the last one, this is actually going to be their dialogue test, the one that we're going to have at the end of week 13, and I'll put the specific dates in your weekly update. These are the questions that they'll need to prepare for. They'll also, these are the same questions for their business networking event that we'll have where we have people that are really in the field coming, and they'll do some mock job interviews and give some feedback on the students' CVs and cover letters. We've tried to keep the questions general. These are the same questions that they'll be asked too on their dialogue test because you will be giving a job interview to your students. They'll come in, give you their course pack or their CV and cover letter in whatever form you require and have time for, and ask them these questions about their chosen career. Okay? And then we're down to the vocabulary. Luckily, there's only one set of vocabulary for this task, and that concludes the Task 6 sheets. For their final presentation, which is in week 15, they will use the same information from their CV and cover letter and sell themselves in a presentation for their job. They'll need to highlight their skills and everything of that sort for the job that they have chosen to apply for. All right, and it's the same presentation as last semester, so luckily we have some samples to send out for moderation and for you to look at. All right, without the student's permission, though, I do not feel comfortable sending them out prior to moderation. Thanks. And if you have any questions or need any help or assistance with this task sheet, please speak with me, David Copeland, or Clint, because we were all there in the production of this task sheet. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.